Welcome back to Chalisco Crypto. Guys, welcome. Let's discuss. Let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's see what is happening in the world of crypto, guys. You are welcome. So, guys, once again, welcome back to Chalisco Crypto. So, let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's see what is happening in the world of crypto, guys. Donald Trump's is on it again. Yeah, guys, my men are here, man. So, you are welcome, guys. Can say so. You guys are here. So let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. So let's see what is happening in the market. So the big boys, the way they are still playing their games. So don't be surprised. You know, as always. So they are trying to manipulate the market. So you don't have to be, So you don't have to be scared. So the market is still trading sideways. So you don't have to fall for their trap. So that is because they want you to sell all your Bitcoin for them. So which it will happen. So which is why I'm here to keep encouraging you guys to keep adding more Bitcoin and crypto to your portfolio. So at least when the market is up, we will all be in profit once again. So guys, there are a lot of things happening in the market, so which we'll be looking into. Even if SRP. So the Polygon market, so for the odd for the approval, it's now about at least 92%, which show that so more people are voting, at least expecting at least SRP ETF to get through in the next maybe the next few months. Nova, they just launched another MasterCard payment. So we'll be looking into all those things and some other things that is happening in the crypto space. Even if a South Korean media firm, so they just raise another about $500 million at least to create their own Bitcoin treasure. So we show that so every company right now in the cryptos, even if even if all the stock company right now, they are trying to make sure that they are creating they are creating Bitcoin treasure and adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. So let's look into all those things that is happening in the market and the rest. So guys, so once again, you are welcome. Smash the like, man. Yeah, evening guys. Melakuro, Sita, Favor, Trekker, G-Boy, you guys are all welcome. Victoria, guys, you are welcome, guys. So let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's see what is happening in the market, in the world of crypto. So, guys, as you can see, Bitcoin is still trading above $105,000. So the market is still consolidating, but at least slightly down than yesterday. So during my live stream yesterday, so Bitcoin was still hovering around $106,000. So which make me say that you can't predict the market 100%, which I will be showing you guys. James Weller yesterday he longed into the market with about $140 something million trade. So now he get liquidated with almost about few millions of dollars. So which is crazy with almost about 100 and something, almost about which we'll be looking into that. He got liquidated about with a few millions of dollars. We'll be looking into that, which is why I say you can predict the crypto market 100%. The best strategy, even if those are the expert traders, so he just got liquidated. So we show that so almost about for sure you can predict the crypto market 100%. Yeah, guys. So let's dive into the market. As you guys can see, the market is still holding strong. So quickly, let's look at the altcoins. The fear and greediness is still slightly down. So before we look into the headline, so most of the altcoins, the day like today, they're looking flat. So some of them are not down much. Like Ethereum is still holding strong. As you guys can see, with the 24 hours, even if it is still up with almost about 2%, 1.6%. So Ethereum is holding strong, even if when Bitcoin is down with about 1%. So Ethereum is being holding strong these days. So if you even look at the Ethereum dominance, you find out that it's still holding strong. So which I showed you guys during my live stream yesterday. I said that if Bitcoin have a good, the Bitcoin dominance have a good pullback, for sure you guys will see that, So those altcoin will be surging once again. Yeah, guys, you are welcome. So the big boys, they keep trying their best at least to manipulate the market. So don't fall for the trap. So that's because they all want you to sell your Bitcoin for them to. So they want. Don't forget that the US have already added the Bitcoin to their reserve, but they try to buy in a higher price. So they all want to buy in a cheaper price. We show that, so they will try their possible best to push the price down to make sure that they buy in a lower price. So which we'll be looking into most of those things that is happening in the market, so that we keep this year, keep using dollar cost average, so that we'll be able to accumulate more Bitcoin and crypto. So guys, as you can see on my screen, so this is from Cointelegraph. Even in Cycle just minted about 250 million US dollars on Solana chain just about a few hours ago, which showed that, So even if where the market is still trading sideways, more money still coming into the market. This is $250 million, So new money still coming into the crypto space. So where is this money going to? So the big boys still bringing more money into the space. That is because they still want to buy to accumulate more Bitcoin. Try to make sure that, so they are ahead of the game. One thing I always say is that whenever the big boys are accumulating, they don't use, you guys already know that, they don't want to use the open market. They use OTC. They use OTC market to make sure that, they will be able to buy more and more and more and more. So which is why I always say that, try to make sure you take profit. That is because, so seems to be that they can still be using OTC for now. So try to make sure you take profit. So super cycle, which I don't think it will be happening anytime soon. Yeah, Kingdom. Welcome, guys. Welcome. You guys are amazing, man. As always, don't forget you are smart and intelligent. With Bitcoin and crypto, guys, we will all achieve a financial freedom together. So all you just need to do is to keep tuning in every single day. Share the stream with your friends and family. So let them know about, Bitcoin and crypto. So we'll be able to share ideas together in the journey of achieving a financial freedom. So guys, more money still keep coming into the space. So the big boys keep accumulating. Yeah, greatest. Jude, you guys are welcome. Sorry, guys. So guys, this chart you can see on my screen, public companies that added Bitcoin to their balance sheet just May here. So more companies added Bitcoin to their balance sheet just May here. Not like even people like MicroStrategy who have been buying over the past few years. So you guys know that more companies coming into the space try to make sure, they accumulate Bitcoin, even if when the market is still trading sideways. So where are those big boys accumulating from? So they're not still using open market. They still use P2P OTC so that they will be able to accumulate more. As you guys can see, the top holder here from May that added Bitcoin to their portfolio is GameStop. GameStop added about 4,170 Bitcoin just May here, which was almost about, $512 million worth of Bitcoin. That is more than $500 million. So which is crazy. We show that, so the big boys, they keep accumulating and accumulating. Yeah, guys, stay tuned. So we have some exciting news about the market, which I will be showing you guys. So even if SRP, which is the ETF, is coming closer and closer and closer. So that's because from the poly market, it's up with almost about 92%, which show that, so for sure, more of the ETFs are coming close. So not just, you guys know that once a coin like SRP, once the ETF gets approved and other cryptocurrency are also coming like, So guys, as you guys just said just now, which is a more company added Bitcoin to their portfolio, just in May here. So and we are just getting started. They were just getting started. So there are a lot of companies that will be adding more Bitcoin to their balance sheet. Just even if, don't forget, even if a PSG decide to add, Bitcoin to their balance sheet too, May here. So guys, this is another headline here. Donald Trump, so his company has a filed for a Bitcoin ETF, just like people like BlackRock. So we already have their own ETF, like a Fidelity as well. So now, even if his company just filed for ETF, just like those companies here, US US ETFs, just like those companies here that own Bitcoin as a spot ETF, but Donald Trump company, so they decide to at least to fight for their own ETF once again. Let's quickly look at Bitcoin, BlackRock ETF, how much they have sold these days. Okay. That was May 30, so which they sold 3,300 or something Bitcoin, which I was saying. So June 3, they added more Bitcoin, 545 Bitcoin, which is not bad. So that small companies keep buying Bitcoin, keep accumulating. So Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. So the markets go nowhere. So don't let the big boys, fool you by trying to take your Bitcoin and crypto away from you. Yeah, guys. So if you have any question, leave your question on the chat for sure at the end of the stream. So we will do Q&A. So we share our idea together. So what is happening in the market? So, and what you are buying, you guys should let me know on the chat what you are buying. And even if you are buying meme coin, if you are buying altcoin, so what you are buying, if you are buying Bitcoin, so what you have DCA on, so let me know on the chat. And if you are already holding, let me know what you are holding. So, guys, so which is another one here. South Korea's media film to raise $500 million, which is half a billion dollars of Bitcoin to their treasury. Do you think that so those companies try every single day, more company coming out adding Bitcoin to their portfolio? So when a MicroStrategy now rebrand to Strategy, they are now holding Strategy as of today holding about $61 billion worth of Bitcoin, about 580 something thousand Bitcoin, which is crazy. So this is a Bitcoin. Don't forget, Sailor saying he is not selling anytime soon. So this is a company, just a single company already holding 58,000 Bitcoin. So don't forget, Bitcoin is an asset that has a mass supply of 21 million that will ever exist on this planet forever and ever. You can get more gold, you can get more Bitcoin. So which is why everybody need to have a pieces of it. Not just because the price of Bitcoin is going up, but because of what the assets start for. The freedom, the unity, the decentralization. This is the one asset that nobody can take away from you. So if you hold your Bitcoin in your decentralized wallet, memorize your seed phrase and throw the seed phrase away. In the next 20 years, so all you just need to do is for you to have another wallet and impose your seed phrase inside. All your money you are having there, the friend. I showed you guys last week. So during my live stream here, so a dump wallet for over since 2011 when Bitcoin was trading below $1, that the guy just logged in and transferred about 30 something million dollars out from me. You could be surprised that that guy bought those Bitcoin with about $100, which is crazy. So that is because back then Bitcoin was still trading below $1, 20 cent, 30 cent. So that is why I'm still saying that we are still early in the crypto space. We are still early in the market, which is most of you guys already understand that. So we are still early in the market. So Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. We know that Bitcoin is the head of cryptocurrency. So that for sure, when Bitcoin started booming once again, every other altcoins will follow, as always. Yeah, guys, Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. Smash the like and the subscribe button. So let's see what next once again. Quickly, let's see. Okay, Mara's increased the Bitcoin productions by 35%. Mara is a Bitcoin mining company. So even if last month they mined about 90 something million dollars worth of Bitcoin, they did not sold each, just they did not sold even if a single Bitcoin. So they are holding. such Bitcoin in their treasury. That's because those big boys still know that. Yeah, nice guy. Greetings. How are you guys doing? You are all welcome. Chidela, you guys are all welcome. You guys are welcome. Favor, my man, you guys are all welcome, guys. So, as always, as you guys can see, every single day I'm here to keep encouraging you guys so that, keep using DCA to spread your money across the market. Not that it's a financial advice, but this is what I've been working for me over the past few years, just using DCA, which I also say that, in the next few months, so when I feel that like the chart is it's time to go in the market, so which I will be starting an open DCA portfolio, which you guys will be seeing what I will be buying too. So which you don't even need to say, oh, so what are you buying? So what are you holding in your portfolio? So what I will be adding to my private portfolio, that is what I will be adding to that open portfolio, which you guys will be seeing that. So, guys, Mara, they keep increasing their Bitcoin mining machine, keep buying more machines, try to make sure that they'll be able to accumulate more and more and more Bitcoin. So more miner keep coming into the crypto space. I showed you guys, even if a chart that was about 2 days ago during my live stream that showed that even if when Bitcoin price is still consolidating, but the hash rate is not consolidating. The hash rate is still going up like a rocket, still skyrocketing, which show that more miners are powering the Bitcoin blockchain, which is crazy. We show that, so this is the one asset that does not follow his hash rate. So it did not follow that the miners are powering the network. That is because the asset has been guided by code around, so guided by code, so and powered by miners. So don't forget, this is one of the assets that has been one of the best performing assets over the past few years. Even if as of today, if you look into a Bitcoin, is still up with about 150 something million percent. So more miners are coming into this space, which show that also the network is going nowhere. So in order for the network to drop that means all the miners have to turn off their computers, which nobody want to turn off his computer because everybody want to have a pieces of it. Yeah, guys, let's dive in here. SRP ETFs approvers. The alt hits an all-time high of about 92% poly market. So poly markets, you guys can see that the vote here is keep hitting up high and high and high. We show that for sure SRP, the Bitcoin ETF was the same as like this. So and boom, Bitcoin ETF goes through. You guys can see that SRP, the poly market, is still hitting hard, showing that so the ETF may be coming anytime soon. So which is to me it's a good thing, that is because not just because I'm holding SRP, but at least once the SRP ETF get approved, it will bring more money into the space. It will bring, it will bring the institution into the space. It will bring the Wall Street into the space. That's because the Wall Street, most of them, they don't want to go through this, hard way of having an exchange account to for them to buy all those altcoins. So what they just need is that if SRP have an ETF, so what they just need is for them to contact people like people like BlackRock or Fidelity. Oh, I want you to add some of some SRP for me. So for sure they will buy through there. So because some of them don't want to go through those stress of registering with an exchange, just like the way we do it before, we'll be able to get some pieces of Bitcoin and all those SRP. So we show that so the crypto adoption is still going wide. You guys can see every single day I show you guys different metrics, different data that show that the adoption is still going wide. Sorry, guys. So more people are adopting Bitcoin, and the network keep growing, 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 growing every single day. So guys, let's see what next. This is just like what I was saying just now. Even if a Chalisco film weapons, another one here, five to raise 300 million dollars for SRP's treasures plan. So even if just like the way people are now still raising money for them to add Bitcoin to their treasure. That is how now people are now still raising more money, at least to add SRP to their treasure, which is crazy. So we are still early in the crypto space, guys. So we are still in the crypto space. You can see it coming from the downside here. From this is from Watch Kulu. So this dude here is saying, do people really own SRP? So this one here say no one cares about SRP. A lot of people care. So if nobody care, you all know that even if the market cap of SRP is still between about 40 something $billion as of today, we show that for sure a lot of people do care. So let's see what next. Even if as of today, that which I early just now show you guys that Ethereum is still holding strong. So even if as of today, as you guys are saying, Ethereum is still up with about 46% in the last 30 days. We show that it is still holding strong. So as we usually say it, Ethereum is still holding strong, and so you guys can see because the ETF demands, so which is what I was saying just now about all those altcoin like SROP, once the ETF gets approved. So the ETF, they keep buying and buying. That is why even when Bitcoin is slightly down these days, but so you guys can see it is not down, it is holding strong. It's still holding above 2,600, yeah, $2,656 as of now. So we show that, so in the past 24 hours is up with about 1.5%. We show that, the big boys keep accumulating and accumulating, man. So you guys can see the chart here. Show that, so if the market continue up, just like as I said to you guys yesterday, if Bitcoin could hold above $106,000, we have a huge support there. So if Bitcoin could hold above $106,000, what we should be heading to next is $110,000. So nothing stopping us from there. But we all know that for sure, the market need to consolidate for a while. But when we start skyrocketing, the market starts skyrocketing, going up and up and up and up and up. That is how the market will also dump. So, but whenever we pop a little like this and the market will consolidate before it start moving up again, which is necessary. But don't forget, so if history is on our side, we are in the last phase of the market, which I have to tell you guys. So we are in the last phase of the cycle. So if history is on our side, which I also tell you guys that what is that have changed in this space this year is that the Wall Street are now here, the Fidelity and the BlackRock. So which keep accumulating and accumulating. So the market may not dip back down like before once again, but the big boys are now here. This is another one here from Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong. Brian Armstrong is saying that Bitcoin is going to take over as a reserve currency. So, and you guys know what that means. So, the day when Bitcoin finally take over as a reserve currency, so that means every country around the world will try their best to make sure they have a pieces of Bitcoin, which is amazing. So, which is why even if Michael Saylor is still expecting at least Bitcoin to be heading up to $10 million in just a decade from now, which I think, the next cycle, Bitcoin at least $1 million is possible. But this cycle, I don't think is possible this cycle, but next cycle for sure. 10x from here, next cycle is possible. So, which is why we just need to keep using this year. So if Congress does not reduce the deficit and pays down debt, which is what I was showing you guys yesterday, that U.S. national debt is just like a Bitcoin chart. It's skyrocketing right now. We show that the government every single day keep printing more money into the system. Those big boys keep printing more money every single day. So endless spending, even if Elon Musk was against it, saw it on her as it was against it that even if when he support this government, but it's against this national debt that is skyrocketing. For sure, that is one of the way for the government to get more money. That is because they keep printing and printing. You work for it, but they print it for nothing, man, which is crazy. You are the one working for it, but they are the one who is printing it, which is why that you need to invest in a strong asset that can hedge against inflation, which is an asset like Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana. Even if last cycle, if you bought Solana from all-time low, which was between $9. A day like today, you still be in a huge amount of profit. That's because you guys can see on the screen. So it's still trading above $150. So we show that, so it's still up with almost about 15x from its all-time low, which is crazy. So let's see what next. Spanish coffee chain, which is Vanart Coffee, plans to invest over 1.1 billion in Bitcoin. It is a reserve strategy following a micro strategy. So every single company, you guys can see every news breaking out from every part of the world. So everybody want to make sure that they have a Bitcoin reserve, they have a pieces of it, adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet. During Bitcoin conference, PSG said that they are adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet, and boom, PSG that. So for those of you guys who watch football, they said they haven't won, which is a Champions League for a long time, and because they add Bitcoin to their balance sheet, boom, they won a Champions League. Every Bitcoin always win, man. So everything. So once you go with Bitcoin, you go with winning. So Bitcoin always win. So Bitcoin has been one of the best performing assets over the past few years. So it has made more millionaires than ever. You guys all saw it during Bitcoin conference, man. Millionaires was crying. So millionaires up and down. So we're having millionaires left and right. So guys, this take us here, this headline here. So which is why I say don't pray with leverage. So even the people who understand the market, when you pray with leverage so much, you get wrecked. So you guys can see it here. So this is a tweet from James Wine. So it was posted by Cointelegraph. James Wine said that the market will whip out all short. This was yesterday. During my live stream, I showed you guys yesterday that James Wine long into the market. He said that Bitcoin is about to wreck, all short. But guess what? So let's see float here. This is today. James Wine just get liquidated from 240 Bitcoin, 25.16 million dollars after partially closing to lower his risk. So he did not even close all the trade. So he closed a part of the trade, so which he lost about 240 Bitcoin. So and that is what about 25 more than 25 million dollars. That's $25.16 million, which is crazy. So which is why those big boys, they hold a huge amount of money. James Wine, he hold, so this group they invest in Bitcoin early. So there was a time which he longed into Bitcoin with about 1 point something billion dollars. So don't forget, this is how he also win big each time the market go in his right way. So yesterday he was saying that people will get wrecked with short. People will short the market. So him himself will long into the market, but he's the one who get wrecked. So each time, most of the time, the data will tell you that so the market will be going up. So which is why I say going with leverage. So you don't usually go trading with leverage. So sometimes the market will say the data will say that so the market will be going up, but sometimes the market dip back down. So even if as an expert trader, James Wine, he just get wrecked with about $25 million, which is crazy. So he lost $25 million. So he's still holding 770 Bitcoin, worth about $18 million. So he will get liquidated around $104,000. Imagine Bitcoin is trading around $105,300 as of now. If Bitcoin dip back down to $104,000, James Wine will get liquidated with about how much here? $80 million, above more than $80 million, which is crazy. So don't trade with leverage. So if you are just coming into the market, the best strategy is to spread your money across the market. You guys know investing is totally different from trading. Even if you want to trade with a spot trading, it's totally still different from using a perpetual trading. So perpetual trading. So he also used a 40S. So he spent about his trade year was about $3 million. He used it for 40S. 40S was going to about 100 or something $1 million, which you guys can see. So borrowing against your money to trade. So this is how it works. So this is one of the way to turn $1,000 to $1 million a day. Let's say to turn to one of the way to turn $1,000 to $100,000 a day, but it's still one of the way to lose $100,000 a day. So Trading is totally different from investing. All you just need to do to invest is for you to have an exchange account. There is a link in the description of this video to sign up with BYBIT. So sign up with BYBIT, get your document verified. They will give you an IBAN, or if you have a friend who is already in crypto, you can transfer crypto to you, like about $10, $20. So once you get verified, you'll be able to deposit money with through your local currency. So you can start investing in Bitcoin. So if you don't know what to buy, so this is why you are in the right place. So in the next few months, I will be starting my DCA portfolio. So when you guys will be seeing what I will be buying. So guys,
absolutely, I think the world's changing every day.
Let's see here. This is a Nova Wallet. They just launched the first Polkadot Mastercard debit card. So more crypto company try to make sure that they issue debit card as of now. So we show that this is nice. So for Polkadot, so which I also see that even if most wallet already having this, I don't use a Nova wallet. If any of you guys is using a Nova wallet, let me know. So even if Trust Wallet. No, Trust Wallet did not implement this. MetaMask already implement this. And most centralized exchange already implement this. So exchange like a Binance and a BYBIT. So I got my own Binance debit card like about 3 years ago. So before they closed it here in Europe, that is because Binance was having issue with Europe, so they decided to close all the debit card that time. So I don't know if it's still working as of now, but BYBIT own is still A1, so I can still use the BYBIT own. So this is good to me. It's good for Nova. It's good for Polkadot. California established passes a bill to allow crypto payment. So just this in the state, so just the same thing. So who don't want to allow crypto payment right now? So more country already accepting crypto, already accepting Bitcoin. So once the US already added the Bitcoin to their reserve, we show that every other cryptocurrency, the most altcoins will follow as well. Yeah, guys, leave your question on the chat so that we'll be doing Q&A now. Research, as you guys can see on this screen here, research said that the Bitcoin cycles feels like 2017, when Bitcoin surged about 5,000%, which is crazy. So imagine if Bitcoin surge, even if 1,000% from here. So which I know it's impossible. That is because each cycle, the market surge usually reduce each cycle. So 2017, so the market surged up about 5,000%. 2017. So which the market was so high. That's because sorry again. Each cycle, the Bitcoin, the Bitcoin market caps keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So even if as of now, we're already holding a 2 trillion market cap. So we show that even if Bitcoin as an asset, so it's not that small. Just like last week here, we was the fifth largest asset in the world. So we show that, so Bitcoin keep getting bigger and bigger every single day. Institutional investor generates the most demand for Bitcoin exposure through ETF. Yeah, for sure. So the institution that keep demanding. So people who are buying, like for example, you can see here that BlackRock. You guys can see here, trusted BlackRock, Bitcoin trusted BlackRock. They are holding, they are holding $69 billion. So this is the institution. So most of the institution, when they buy through ETF, which is just like as I was saying just now, most of them don't want to register with exchange, or they don't even know how it works. That is because they don't want to take the risk of maybe you lost your seed phrase or someone take your Bitcoin from you. So that is why this institution keep using, they keep buying through ETF, and ETF keep buying through OTC. Yeah, guys, let's do Q&A, question and answer. So we call it a day. So as always, try to make sure you tune in. Try to make sure you always share the stream with your friends and family. so that each time I'm live, you guys will be able to discuss Bitcoin and crypto. So if you're already buying, let me know on the chat what you are buying. The market is still consolidating, so we're almost back up to 5,500 once again. So hovering around more than 5,400 as of now. So which is not bad. So at least we may be trading sideways here from now. So let's see. So even if the market still get back down to $103,000 again, to have another huge support before we start going back up, which I think is normal. So guys, yeah, let's do Q&A. Let's do Q&A, question and answer. So let's see what is happening. Let's see what is happening in the space, man. Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. It's just a matter of time. So before this asset skyrocket, so because the asset has a mass supply, it's not an asset that you can print more of it. You can print more money, you can print more fiat, but you can't print more Bitcoin. So 21 million forever, man. Which is why you need to at least to be in the space. So we are still early in the space, man. So don't let the big boy fool you by trying to take away your Bitcoin away from you. So don't fall for their trap, man. It's happening. So Bitcoin and crypto is winning. So don't fall for their trap. Don't fall for them. Yeah, Laculos, greetings, my man. How are you all doing? Sita, greetings, guys. Favor, Treka, greetings. Grindom, you always make me laugh. Wagwan Chief. Slade, guys, I'm good. Good, thank you, guys. Always tune in every single day. Try to make sure you share the stream with your friends and family. As you guys can see, I'm here every single day to make sure that try my best to always try to make sure I show up to let you guys know what is happening in the market. So for you not to be scared, for you not to sell your Bitcoin for the big boys who is trying to push the market down so that they will be able to accumulate more. So which is why I always say that, try to make sure that you take profit. It's very, very important if you're in profit. So we'll be able to accumulate more. If you don't have, if you are looking into the long term, so all you just need to do, even if you are not taking profit, is try to make sure you have a side hustle. So try to make sure you have a side hustle, so you will be having some cash to add into the market whenever the market dip back down. So that is why we are taking profit, because sometimes when the market dip back down, when you don't have money on your side, you look like it's crazy, man. So I remember 2022 when the market dip back down, I don't have so much cash on my side. But even if the profit which I take back then, during when a Teller UST collapsed, so the profit, so they go through there. That's because I was holding my money, my cash in UST, Teller UST. So when the project collapsed, so everything run out there. So it was crazy. So which is why I'm here every single day to encourage you guys to not make the same mistake which I made a few years ago. So we will all achieve a financial freedom together. So you don't have to work 5 to 9 every single day, 247. Try to make sure you have food on your table. So at least maybe struggling for now, but invest in a strong asset, in a real asset. So in the next few years, when you are in profit, please, even if it does not mean you don't have to work anymore, at least you don't have to do those stressful jobs. So at least you may be able to establish your own small company. So at least live a better life, which we all want to live a better life, guys. Thank you, Vincent. I'm trying my best to make sure that, I'm here every single day to let you guys know what is happening in the market. Favor, I will let you know. I will let you know when we get there. Thank you. For sure, bear market is coming. Destruction is coming. So what it go on forever, Favor. So the market is already way too up, but we are in the last phase of the cycle. So if history is on our side, but history usually, even if which is history, even if it don't usually lie, but usually repeat itself. So which is even if Vitalik Buterin, I showed you guys that was during my live stream yesterday, no, 2 days ago. So when Butalik was saying that, they are trying to scale Ethereum by 10x from here, when he also said that, so he still believes that, history will still repeat itself. He still believes in cycle. So which those are the smart people who was also here even if years ago. So he said that he know that there are some people who are smarter than him, but who think that there are we may be in super cycle. But don't forget that people who usually tell you that they are not that much smart. There are people who are smarter than him. They are smart people. So for anybody who tell you that he's not that smart, so those are smart people. So somebody who will be able to build a project or what about hundreds of billions of dollars like Vitalik, need to know that Vitalik is so smart. So he still believes that there is cycle. Ethereum is still holding a market cap of $320 billion. So he is the guy behind Ethereum. So Vitalik was saying it just about 2-3 days ago. He said that he still believes in cycle, that destruction is coming. Try to make sure you have some cash on your side. Even in me myself, I'm trying to make sure I have some cash on my side. So when the market dip back down, we'll be able to buy back. Let's say, for example, when the Bitcoin now dip back down to $40,000, so if you don't have much cash to buy them, so what I will be doing, I will have to go and work in McDonald's. We will all put on a McDonald's cap so that we'll be able to have a side cash. Try to make sure that so we'll be able to accumulate more Bitcoin then. So when the bull market is back up again, then we will all be going to Bitcoin conference 2020. We'll all be meeting no, it won't be Bitcoin conference 2020. So the next bull market will be in between 2028. I mean, so 2025, 2026, 2027, it will be between 2028, 2029. So that is when we'll be going into the next harvest cycle. So the next harvest cycle will be happening 2028. So when the market will be booming, supposed to be booming at least between 2028 ending to 2029. So which the next cycle we are expecting it from going to 2030. So guys, you are smart and intelligent, man. With Bitcoin and crypto, we will all achieve a financial freedom together. Let's quickly look at the screen now once again, man. It's been a while. The meme coin on Solana. Let's see how is they are doing. Let me see how Solana meme coins are doing, man. Have we been trading a meme coin for a while? That's because 99% of them they don't survive anymore, which most of you guys already know that. Sorry. Yes. Not too crazy. And so again, maybe I will, as always, I will be still beginning to give away randomly to you guys. Maybe I will have to liquidate some NFTs like Genesis. That Genesis NFT, I saw it has been downwards again. So I'll liquidate some NFTs, randomly do give away to you guys once again. So always try to make sure you tune in. And I don't come alone. Try to make sure you always come with your friends, man. So most of the meme coin, like for example, this one here, I forgot this. This pop.com. So pop fund, they are raising $1 billion to create a new token. So which is crazy, which I don't know why. And the initial price will be between about $4 billion. So they want to create a new token. Between the next two weeks, they will be launching a new token. So that will be valuable with about $4 billion. They already raised $1 million, which is crazy. So I will look into that if it will be a good token to invest on for a short term. So during the day of launch, maybe if I'll be able to buy earlier, so at least within about $1 for fee, $2. Oh, sorry, $1,000 or $2,000. So if I'll be able to flip it with about 2-3s, it will be an amazing one. So launching pop.com, so which is pop fund, they already still have their own wallet. So there will be their own swapping wallet, swapping exchange. So let me quickly see it here, pop fund, man. You click that. I don't even know if this one, I remember the wallet again. Okay. Okay, this is their wallet, one of their exchange, which is pop.fun extra. So pop.fun, they are launching their own meme coin in the next few days. This meme coin here, this one is just holding a market cap of 112,000. Some of the meme coins on Solana are still doing great. Like in the past 24 hours, this one is still up with about 50-something%. It's holding a market cap of 16 million. No man. But the bad thing is that most of those meme coins of now, they usually drop easily. So guys, it's not a good time. If you are buying meme coin right now, you have to be that at least you have a good information about the meme coin. So you just ape in and ape out. So it's one of the way to just buy those meme coin right now. So the good thing is that Bitcoin is still holding strong. Above is still consolidating, trading above $105,000. So we show that so the market is still holding strong. So guys, don't be scared. So the big boys, they keep accumulating. So don't look the price. So if you have some cash on your side, it's very, very important to keep using DCA. So don't forget, you are smart and intelligent. With Bitcoin and crypto, for sure, we will all achieve the financial freedom together. So see you all tomorrow.